How you doing today, YouTube? My name is Jeremy, and I am what you might consider to be a baby bladesmith. Um, I have worked on but not completed my first knife so far. This guy right here. And what I wanted to talk to you about today is Amazon slash eBay forges. What I wish I would have known when I bought mine. So I bought that guy right there. It's a Weaver 3-burner propane forge, and it works pretty good. But I wish I would have known a little more about it when I bought it. First off, I probably would have bought the one with doors as opposed to having it open on both ends. Also, when you buy the Vevor, and I don't know if it's the same with all the other brands, but that particular brand, when you buy the Weaver Ford, it doesn't tell you anything about the K-Wool. It doesn't tell you that you should rigidize it, that you should put some satinite on it, and that you should probably put some of the refractory cement on it. It doesn't tell you that your burners are slightly a little lackluster. They don't quite put out as much heat as you would like unless you're just dumping a ton of fuel into it. And so kind of what I've learned so far is a couple of ways to combat that, and still working on a way to perfect it. But for anybody who's thinking about buying one, I like it, I enjoy it, but when you buy it, make sure that you treat your K-Wool, because they don't tell you that in the instructions. I know some forges like the Mr. Volcano, they actually tell you and send you material to help treat your K-Wool. But the Weaver didn't, and I'm assuming it's that way with all those forges that look like that on the internet. Now I've kind of built my whole shop around Weaver products. I've got a Weaver welder that I love, a little 130 Weaver welder that I love, and so they're not a bad company, just not enough information. But definitely treat your K-Wool, and it makes a big difference. Since I've treated my K-Wool, since I've put some satinite on it, my forge is a little bit more efficient. Also, the one thing I wish I would have been told or would have known was Venturi burners kind of suck. And I'm sure they have their purposes and they do great, but it would be beneficial to, if you buy one of these forges, to turn it into a forced air burner forge. That's my plan. I just haven't figured out an exact way to attack that. But right now what I tend to do is I open up my air ports and I use a leaf blower to blow forced air through the air ports as it's burning, and it does great at that point. I haven't tried to forge weld with it yet. That's my next project. I'm waiting on steel to come in, but other than that, it works great. And I've found that really once I get everything kind of heated up, I don't have to continuously have the leaf blower going, but it just doesn't quite hit the temperatures that I want until I force some air into it. And at that point too, I can turn it down to, like I think I was running 3 pounds of pressure with it, with a leaf blower, and it's working great. A 15-pound, 20-pound propane tank lasted me 4 or 5 days instead of a couple hours. So just a little food for thought. If anybody's got any comments or ideals or advice, please let me know. Like I said, I'm a baby at this. I forged the one knife, and I did it out of a leaf spring, or not a leaf spring, but a coil spring off of that right there. And ended up with this right here, which I don't think it's too bad for my first go around. But so if anybody has any suggestions or any advice, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Y'all have a good day.